Good morning. Happy Friday. I am that's funny, filming this morning from my basement, obviously, from a different view. Trying to do this before my children wake up this morning. So I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not going to be shouting as much, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I am going to be doing kind of just a morning flow, an example of what I do this is the first thing I do in the morning. Not every morning, but when I do yoga first thing in the morning, like get out of bed, come downstairs, get on my mat. So it'll be a little less quick, I would say, because I'm usually kind of stiff and it's just kind of a way to get my body moving. So I hope you enjoy this flow, and like we did crow last week, we'll probably flow into a little side crow today. So I'm trying to decide, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna stay facing my normal way. I like to face my window when I do yoga on this side of my room. Someday very soon I'll have a beautiful yoga space where I don't have to keep flipping around, and I can be proud of my space, but we're working on it. And yeah, so hope you guys are all having a great week, and let's get started in child pose this morning. I'm not going to be here too long. Just a way to kind of drop in your practice. Start taking your deeper breaths. Try and sit back all the way on your heels. Forehead resting on the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and on an exhale, roll up to hands and knees. Keep kind of a wider stance. Make sure your knees and your wrists aren't too close together. You're not having a narrow base of support. We're going to go through some cat-cows here. So drop your belly, inhale, spread the collarbones, look up towards the sky, and exhale to cat. Round that spine, pull the belly button up towards your spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Do whatever kind of movements that feel good. Sometimes more of a circular motion feels good. Sometimes I like to kind of look towards one heel to get a side body stretch, and then turn and look towards the other heel. One more time, just a regular cow. Drop the belly, collarbones wide, and exhale, cat. Round the spine. And then sit back on your heels one more time in child's pose. This time this is an active child's pose, so try and lift the forearms up off the floor. Think of, just like in your down dog, how I tell you to kind of wrap your triceps. So squeeze your elbows in towards your ears, the creases of your elbows spinning up towards the sky. You can still rest your head, or you can kind of tuck your chin a little bit to keep your spine in neutral. And then you're going to keep that left hand planted. Bring your right hand gently just right behind your head. You're going to inhale, twist, bring that elbow up towards the ceiling, and exhale back down. Inhale, coconut. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale back down. And stretch that right hand out. Find that active child's pose again. Now, keep that right hand planted, left hand behind your head. And we'll go to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. Last one. And exhale down. Stretch that left hand out again for just a breath. And on your exhale, roll back up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Shoot those hips back for downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. Do what you gotta do to kind of get yourself comfortable and get the kinks out. Wiggle your hips. Press the chest towards the knees. Whatever you got to do. And then when you're ready, find some stillness in your down dog. And do a little form check here. Make sure you're pressing your heels down towards the floor, though they do not have to touch. You're pulling your tailbone up towards the sky and your ribs down towards your pubic bone. You're wrapping your shoulder blades, your triceps. So the creases of your elbows are pointing forward. And then don't forget to breathe. After you do all that, you'll walk your hands back to the back of your mat. Bend your knees a lot. This is our first forward fold in a ragdoll. So go ahead and grab opposite elbows. Sway left and right. Let that lower back release. Go ahead and release the hands down to the earth. Straighten the knees a little bit more if you can, but if they're still a little bit bent, that's okay because we're not really super warmed up yet. And then walk your hands back out into a plank position. Find your plank. Roll those shoulder blades back, open that collarbone up. Tuck your tailbone, low belly up towards your spine. And then slowly lower down to the floor. Keep those hands planted, top of the feet down on the floor, and press up into an easy baby cobra. Squeezing those shoulder blades back, elbows in and down. Inhale, easy baby cobra. And exhale back down. Inhale, cobra. And back onto your knees. Walk those hands forward for a bit of a puppy pose. If you have a block nearby, I didn't say at the beginning if you needed a block, and you definitely don't need it, but if you have one, a fun thing to do with puppy pose is to put your block kind of in front of you. Set your elbows on your block. And press your chest down, just like in puppy pose. Get a really good upper back opening. And you can kind of put your hands in prayer if you want a little more. And Bring your thumbs to the bottom of your neck. And then just keep pressing into that puppy pose. But keep your low belly engaged here. It's just a pretty intense stretch for the triceps and that upper back. If you do not have a block, then just stay in your puppy pose, or you can still go to elbows on the floor. You don't have to have a block. Go ahead and come out of that position. If you have your block, then move it off to the side. Push up into downward facing dog. Slowly tiptoe your feet all the way up to their hands. Inhale to a flat back position. Knees are straighter. They still don't have to be all the way straight. And forward fold. Roll all the way up to stand. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do a little active twisting here. So drop your hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up overhead, meet in prayer, overhead. And then you're going to drop your right hand behind you and your left hand forward without twisting your hips. So make sure your right hip is still pushing forward. And then you're going to inhale, the arms back up. And exhale to the other side. That left hip is wrapping forward. Reach back, back, back with that left hand. One more time, both sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up one last time. And exhale, swan dive down, forward fold over your legs. Shake it out. Inhale to flat back. Plant the palms. Go ahead and step back to a plank. Down to your belly. Up into maybe a little more of a cobra now. Your spine's warming up. Down to your belly, tuck the toes. Push all the way up, down facing dog. Let's do one more twist. So walk your feet or your hands a little bit closer, just to kind of shorten up your base of support. And then you're going to take your left hand. This is a little bit of a balance. Push into that right hand and reach for your right ankle with your left hand and pull your torso through. Look underneath that right arm. Replace that left hand. And reach back with that left arm. Right arm to left ankle. Replace that right hand. Back in a down dog. Lift that right foot up. First three-legged dog. Remember, keep your hips super square. Pull that low belly in. Pull the knee into your chest. Hover for just a moment. And then reach back up, three-legged dog. Pull that knee to right tricep. Hover. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze that heel in towards your booty. And reach back up, downward facing dog. Right knee, left tricep. And you're just gonna hold it, hold it, hold it. Try and make your shoulders square over your hands. Hold, hold, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And reach back up. And pull that knee in. Place the foot. Drop the knee. Keep the toes tucked here for our first low lunge. So this is another little stretch for the feet. Our feet are so super tight in the morning. If you have plantar fasciitis or anything, sometimes we don't stretch the arches of the toes of our feet as much as we should. So find your alignment. I'm not leaning forward super far in this lunge because I've got that extra stretch on my back foot. But I'm still pulling up in that belly, reaching those arms nice and high, tucking that tailbone. I'm getting a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. It shouldn't be that intense, but it's there. And on your exhale, lower those hands, straighten that back knee, plant the left hand, twist up to the right. Right hand back down, step up to the top of your mat, inhale, flat back, exhale, forward fold, inhale, roll all the way up, arms overhead, exhale, hands to heart center, inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold, inhale, flat back, plant the palms, step back to your plank. Let's go ahead and move into a chaturanga if you're ready. If you need another cobra, that's fine. Up dog, so hips are up off the mat now. And downward facing dog. Lift that left foot up, three-legged dog, hips square. Inhale, reach that foot up a little higher if you can. And exhale, pull it into your chest, hover, hover, hover. Squeeze that heel in towards your butt. And inhale up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep, hold it there. Inhale up. That wasn't very long hold, sorry. Left knee to right tricep, hold, hold it. Inhale back to three-legged dog. And exhale, bring the foot through, drop that right knee, keep those toes tucked into a low lunge here. Getting that stretch through that right foot, right hip flexor, arms nice and high, and breathe. Exhale, bring those hands down to the mat, straighten that right knee, plant the right hand, twist up towards the left. Left hand comes down, step up towards top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, hands overhead. Exhale, hands meet in heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step that right foot back. Left foot back to plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do our sun A's here. So when you're ready, up on your tippy toes, look through your palms, step or hop up to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Let the palms step or jump back to plank or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we're going to go to our second sun A. So raise up on your tippy toes, look between your palms, bend those knees. Hop or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, jump or slope back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more round. Inhale up on your toes, look between your palms. Exhale, hop or step forward. There we go. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. We're going to do one slow round of sun B. So we're really holding the warrior ones. And then we'll go ahead and move into our flow, just so you know what's coming up, okay? When you're ready, inhale up on your tippy toes, look between your palms, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, drop your hips, arms up for chair pose. Inhale, last one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Plant the palms, jump or step back. Go through your vinyasa. Inhale, raise the right foot up. Pull it through. Place the foot between your hands. Spin the back heel down. And you're in your warrior one. Shoulders are square with the front of your mat. Hips are square with the front of your mat. And you're wrapping that left outer edge of your foot down, pulling your belly in, arms overhead, and don't forget to breathe. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back to plank, lower through chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift that left foot up, and inhale, exhale, bring your foot, set it between your hands, spin that right foot down. We have warrior one on the left side. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down on the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, up on your toes. Exhale, look forward, jump forward. Do whatever you gotta do, get to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna do another chair pose here, so drop your seat. Inhale, arms up. Sit, sit, sit. Bring your hands to prayer center. You're gonna bring that left elbow to the outside of your right knee for a prayer twist and chair. The crown of your head pulling forward, so your spine is getting longer as you're twisting. You're not collapsing. Make sure your right knee isn't twisting back behind the left. Bring it back in the chair. Forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Plant those palms. If you have crow in your practice, we practiced it last week. Go ahead and go into a crow pose. If not, we will meet you in down dog. Remember, get those knees way up in those triceps. Gaze forward until your feet just kind of lift off. Elbows squeezing back behind you. Heels squeezing in towards the bum. When you're ready, shoot back to chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. The key with crow pose is being able to shift your gaze forward and your weight forward more than you normally would. There are more that might feel comfortable. You might feel like you're about to hit your do a face plant, and you might the first few times, and that's okay. That's why you're doing yoga at home, right? Also because you can't. All right, let's do the other side. So raise up on your tippy toes, look between your palms, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, sit down in your chair. Bring your hands to heart center. Right elbow to the left knee for prayer twist. Get the crown of your head going forward towards the top of your mat so you're growing longer in your twist, not collapsing. Bring it back to chair pose. And forward fold. Oh. Plant your hands. Set up for another crow pose if you're up for it. Elbows or knees right into those armpits. If you want to try straightening your arms, that's a fun thing to do for more of a crane pose. And when you're ready, shoot back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Okay. So, inhale that right foot up. Exhale, knee to your chest. Place that foot between your palms. Come up into a crescent lunge. Square those hips off. Hold that low belly in. Open up into warrior two here. So press that right knee out over the pinky toe. Nice and tall. Arms out wide, collarbones wide. You're gonna reach forward, inhale to peaceful warrior. Exhale, elbow to your thigh, left side overhead. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Elbow to your thigh, side angle. One more time. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And this time, if you can, bring your hand all the way down to the floor or a block. Bring that left hand down inside your right. Heel toe your right to the right foot to the outer edge of your mat for lizard pose. If you want a little bit more, go down onto your forearms. It's actually too much for me today. It's early in the morning. Heel toe your foot right back in between. I'm going to have you straighten that leg. Keep your fingertips down if you can. And bend back into it. Straighten your right knee. Stay up on your tippy toes on your left foot. And bend into your right knee. One more time. Straighten. And exhale, bend into the knee. We're going to bring it back into your crescent lunge for just a breath. Then you're going to very carefully step that left foot up into your chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Do your prayer twist again. Now here is where we're going to have some fun and do some side crow work. So what I want you to do, open up your arms so your left fingertips are on the floor, right hand reaching up towards the sky. You're still working on that twist. And then you're going to plant your palms down the edge of your mat. Okay, so your knees are still right on that left elbow. Okay, keep those elbows bent just like you do in crow and lean forward until your feet lift off. If you want to take it a little bit more, you can straighten the legs for Ekapada Kudanasana. And then slowly come out, back up on your toes, spin into your chair pose for just a breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. And go ahead and step or jump back and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Arm bounces are so much like physics, which being a physical therapist, I have a big biomechanical and kinesiology background, so I just love that stuff. But sometimes you tell your body to do something and you understand the physics and it's just not gonna do it. All right, let's lift that left leg up. Pull between your knees, You're between your hands. Set that left foot down. Come into a crescent lunge. For a few breaths, square those hips off. Spin that left heel down, right heel down, open into warrior two. I would say it's because it's early, but I say it when doesn't matter if it's noon or midnight or 5 a.m. I can't get my left and right together. Inhale, reach up and over. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, forearm to left thigh. Right hand goes overhead. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, left hand to thigh. Arm overhead. One more time. Inhale. Peaceful. Exhale that left hand all the way down to the floor or block. Twisting that chest open. Using the left tricep to keep that left knee nice and open. Pulling your low belly in. And then set that left hand down. Heel, oh my God. You know what I mean. Okay, left foot, heel toe to the outer edge of your mat. You can stay here in lizard or you can go down to your forearms. I just do not have that ability this morning. Usually I'm more flexible than this. That's okay. Bring your foot back between your palms. Straighten that knee. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Straighten that knee. Keeping those fingertips down. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then on your inhale, we're bringing it back into crescent lunge for just a breath. And then step that right foot up to chair for side curl on the left side. Bring your hands to prayer center. Right elbow to the left knee and twist for just a moment. Get that good twist that you can get. Open those hands nice and wide. Right fingertips down towards the floor, left hand reaching up towards the sky. And then plant your right foot hand in your left hand. Knees are still outside of your right tricep. Lean forward and lift those feet up. If you want to take it into Kudanyasana, go for it. Try and come out of it the way you got in. That was better on that side for me. Back into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. Inhale, flat back. Jump or step back into plank. And go through your vinyasa. Let's do dolphin pose, just to open up our backs a little bit more. So drop those elbows down, walk your feet in as much as you can. And think about pressing your chest up and out towards your thighs. Lift that right foot up, square those hips. Think about push, push, push through those shoulders. Right foot down, left foot comes up, same thing. Square those hips. And left foot down. Drop the knees, go into a child's pose. I'm going to put my hands behind me for this one. Hold on to my feet. Reach those arms out in front if you put them down. Let's crawl forward to the front of our mat into your belly for a gentle Sphinx pose. When you're in Sphinx, you're like pulling your elbows back towards your hips and your chest through. It's a nice, easy back bend. And then when you're ready, we're going to do one more dolphin pose. So you can stay on your forearms and then just press up into down dog. Or not down dog, but dolphin. This time, if you have Pincha in your practice, go ahead and bring both legs up. If you don't, just stay in one-legged dolphin. Switch sides. Knees down. One quick little child's pose again. We're going to work camel pose today for our back bend instead of wheel pose, just to kind of switch it up. I feel like we're warm enough, and I think it's a great chest opener to kind of start your day, open your heart. So when you're ready, you're going to press up, stay back on your knees. Take a breath. So in camel pose, you're going to come up onto your knees. Knees can be hips width distance apart. You're going to start with your hand right on the small of your back. And you're almost like you're pressing your sacrum down and stabilizing that into your pelvis. Growing tall tall, tall, tall as you arch back so that you're not crunching into that lower back. Elbows are gonna kind of come back and together. Chest is reaching up, not back. The goal is not to be in a full back bend right away. You can drop that head when you feel like it's comfortable. Keep your hands on your hips for the first one. So it's more of an active, gentle stretch. Drop that head back, open that throat chakra. And then using your abdominals, pull yourself back up. And sit back on your heels for just a break. We're gonna do it again. This time, if you wanna go into the full pose where your hands are touching your heels, you may do that. I will be doing that. So raise back up on your knees. Start again, hands on your hips. Root that sacrum down, and then the rest of your spine goes tall out of your base. And then if you can reach your heels and press those hips forward. Breathe. Oh, that feels so good. Bring your hands back to your hips and use your abdominals to bring you back out and sit down on your heels. Oh, that is the best chest opener. I love that stretch. It's a great way after you've been sleeping and I sleep very curled up, so it's a great way in the morning to just open that chest up. Start your day with some good posture and breath. Because if you can breathe better first thing in the morning, the rest of your day, I wouldn't say will go better, but it just might. You never know. All right, let's go ahead and just kind of come back to a seated position. Swing your legs forward, feet out in front, feet flexed, arms reach up, and then you're gonna fold over. Grab the feet if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Put them wherever they feel. If you can grab your feet, think about pulling front with your feet, pulling your chest forward so that you're tall and your spine is long and straight. Instead of just rounding over the thighs, think of pulling. And then once you feel like you can't pull yourself forward anymore, go ahead and just drop down. Drop your head towards your shins. And then breathe here. Walk your hands up your thighs. Let's bring our feet into a Baddha Konasana, or like the butterfly pose. So soles of your feet together. Hang onto your ankles and kind of pull your chest up and forward. Open that chest up. And then same idea, use the leverage pulling from your ankles to pull that chest forward. Come on back up. Bring those feet a little bit further out. And same idea, pull the chest forward. You can bring your elbows to the inner part of your knees and kind of press them down and stretch forward again. Again, kind of trying to keep a flat back here. This is a great hip stretch. And then go ahead and straighten those feet out in front of you and slowly lower all the way down to your back. Short and sweet little practice today. Just enough to give you that energy to get through your day and do whatever else it is you gotta do today. Stay in your Shavasana. I'm going to do a quick reading because I like it. It makes me feel good to read something that someone else has told me. So this is just another kind of way to, nice way to start the day. Where's the one I wanted to use? This one is called Yes, again from Heart Talk, which you know is my favorite. So it's called Yes. We spend so much of our lives hearing others tell us to go after what we want, but few speak the anxiety that often comes once we actually get what we want. We cannot have our dreams if we do not learn to say yes to them. Achieving our goals and desires is only as powerful as our ability to receive them. We are familiar with the act of standing in our own way. Sometimes it is because we are scared. You are the final interview of your dream job, and all of a sudden you start thinking, can I really do this? Or you finally meet the romantic partner that you know you deserve, and you ask yourself, am I worthy? Yes, you can do this, and yes, you are worthy. Move out of your own way and say yes to yourself and yes to the world. Say yes. In fact, don't say yes, celebrate your yes. It is a victory. Friday motivation there. So go ahead and come on back up to seated position, keeping your eyes nice and soft and closed. Find a nice comfortable seat, sitting tall. Bring your hands to your heart center. Give yourself some gratitude for showing up to your mat today. I'm very grateful that you are here as well. And go out to the world for today and do great things. Namaste.